I lost a lot of stuff. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of strength. I lost a lot of courage. I lost a lot of time. I lost a lot of money. But I kept down on my knees. I was still believing. Broke, I was believing. Lonely, I was believing. Betrayed, I was. Touch 3 people and tell them, keep the faith, keep the faith. If you lose a job, keep the faith. If you lose a spouse, keep the faith. If you bury your child, keep the faith. If you have to downsize, keep the faith. If you have to move in with your mama, keep the faith. If you're at your wit's end, keep the faith. If you have to catch the bus, keep the faith. If you have to thumb, keep the faith. If you get sick, keep the faith. If you lose your kidneys, keep the faith. If you got heart trouble, keep the faith. You might not get a new heart, but you got to keep your faith. And he says, the old man says to the young man, I finished my course. I am concerned because we are living in a world that has become comfortable with going to school and getting an incomplete. The danger of living a life of incompletes. 3 or 4 sets of families, 3 or 4 sets of kids. Nobody can count on you to stay. Forget winning. Forget winning. To stay. You don't have to be a superhero. Nobody can count on you to stay, to stick it out, to endure. Nobody can count on you past happy. They used to come in my office and say, I'm leaving him because he's beating me. I'm leaving him because he abused my children. I'm leaving him because he's homicidal. Now they come in my office, they say, I'm leaving because I'm not happy. You're not happy? Who told you you was gonna be happy? What does that have to do with anything? Who do you know in your life that is happy all the time? You quit because you weren't happy? To the person who keeps quitting, you have to live with that infection that you carry, that propensity to never finish. Paul says, I finished my course. I didn't finish yours. I didn't finish yours. I didn't finish yours. I didn't finish yours. I'm not into your business. I'm not trying to get in your business. People who are trying to finish their course are not nosy. Because they are so focused trying to finish what they started. I don't have time to worry about what's going on in your house. I'm so busy trying to manage what's going on in. It's all I can do to finish my course. Somebody in this room, you've quit so many things that you've lost respect for yourself. Somebody say, give me the grace to endure. Don't misunderstand it. You can't be no wimp now. The Apostle Paul got into trouble. Lord, remove this thorn from my flesh. He had to pray. He had to go through some tough time. He said, I got so depressed. I got so discouraged. I wanted to die. I prayed after seeing people get healed and delivered. I've raised people from the dead and couldn't get the thorn out of my own flesh. The contradictions of being powerful outwardly and conflicted inwardly is enough to make you quit. And still, he finished the course with a God who said no to his own prayer. Oh, y'all don't want to talk to me. What do you do when you're better on the outside outside than you are on the inside. I can get rid of your thorn, but I gotta bear. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm gonna get my own CD. I'm gonna get this. Isn't it amazing how good you can be at fixing other people's lives? You know exactly what they ought to do. Even Jesus struggled with finishing. He goes to the Garden of Gethsemane and says, oh no, Daddy, this is tougher than I thought. He labored in prayer till sweat like blood like sweat poured through his skin, saying, can I get out of this? Can I get out of this? Can I get on a horse and ride away? Can I take a camel and ride away from a cross? Jesus says, Daddy, can I quit? I've never seen the father's house so quiet. 3 times he prayed, help me to finish. Is there a way that I can get out of being me? Is there anybody in here who has ever prayed, Lord, is there a way? I can get out of being me. Being me is not going so good. Being me is not what it's cracked up to be. Daddy, can I quit? And finally he says, not my will. That's where it is. That's the whole thing.
So you have to become comfortable with controversy. Now, we all have controversy. But before you take the lead, you have to become comfortable with controversy. And what I love about God is that God will expose you. I got to come all the way down here. God will expose you to controversy on this level, so that the only reason you're getting it on this level is so that you'll get tough enough to handle the controversy on this level. And then when you get to this level, about the time you get used to being shot at this level, he calls you on up to this level, and then to this level, and then to this level. And when you get up here, you want to go down there and thank all the people who fought you on this level and this level and this level, because they trained you to be able to handle controversy. God is preheating the oven, getting you ready so that you are now comfortable with what you are called to do, because controversy is part of the call. Either you will be controversial or what you did will be controversial. You will get it both ways. Some will, I don't like him. Others, I don't like what he did. Most people will say, I don't like him, because most people are back row thinkers. They don't even think, I don't know him. They will bypass the fact that they don't know you and decide that they don't like you. What they really mean is, I don't like what you did. But they haven't progressed in their thinking enough to be able to communicate effectively. So they say, I don't like him. And if somebody would tap on their shoulder and say, have you met him? So from this day forward, I want you to make me a commitment that you will never again say that you don't like somebody that you don't. Controversy is so much a part of leadership. When I think of illustrations, I could think of some contemporary ones. All you have to do is look at the election and you can see that controversy is a part of leadership. But I won't use that one. I'll use Moses. I will bypass the opportunity to point out that the race to the White House is training you for the hell in the White House. Just because you're trying to do a good thing doesn't mean that you're going to be recognized for doing a good thing. And so as you moved into leadership, I want to get rid of that sensitive heart that you have from being on the back row and toughen it up a little bit to understand that not only will you have controversy from the people on the outside, but also the very people that you're trying to help will be fighting you while you're trying to help them. If you don't believe that, ask Moses what happened to him when he started leading the children of Israel out of Egypt, trying to save them and save their situation. He got more grief from the children of Israel than he did from Pharaoh, because often the people you're trying to help the most will be fighting you the most. I can't believe he brought us out here to die. He should have left us alone, kept us back there in Egypt where we were, kept us comfortable, kept us safe. And all the while he's trying to save them, they're trying to destroy him. He doesn't know what he's doing. He must be crazy. And you're trying to help people that are hurting you, and you're fighting off this over here, and you're trying to fight off them over there, and all of that you must become comfortable with if you're going to be a leader. How many of you have ever tried to help somebody who was hurting you? In fact, Moses becomes a good illustration of it, but as a leader, you need to develop the weaponry of Nehemiah. Nehemiah is a great illustration of great leadership, because Nehemiah is building back the walls of Jerusalem, which is helping the people of Jerusalem while he is being fought on every side. And he begins to build the wall with a trial in one hand, a trial. But you cannot become so distracted by what you are called to do that you don't have a sword in the other hand to fight the people who are trying to kill your destiny. So you got to have a two-handed approach to leadership. building with one hand and fighting with the other. I got something for you this morning. I got something for you that's going to change how the rest of your year turns out. You can't stop building and just become engrossed in fighting, and you can't stop fighting and become engrossed in building. That's why God gave you two hands. Build with one and fight with the other. Tell somebody, say, don't forget you got two hands. Don't forget you got two hands. You got two hands. You can't stop building and you can't stop battling. You got to battle and build, battle and build, battle and build, battle and build, battle and build. In fact, the more you build, the more you battle. The more you build, the more you battle. The more you build, the more you battle. And finally, you get to a place where the folks who were fighting you will change their mind, and the wicked shall cease from troubling, and the weary shall be at rest. Tell somebody, say, I'm almost there, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. Cool. Are there any two-handed people here this morning? To him whom much is given, much is required. You cannot build anything that won't bring a battle. And if you're going through a battle right now, it's only because you're building something. Because people don't fight people who don't build. They'll only fight you. Look at your neighbor and say, the battle is because you're building. If you weren't building anything, nobody would battle you. If you weren't going forward, they wouldn't fight you. But the more you start building, the more you got to battle. Think it not strange that these trials have come upon you. This is a part of your job.